Bonjour! In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to pronounce basic French sounds. All of the sounds you will hear in this video are generally easy for English speakers to pronounce because they're pretty similar to the sounds we have in English. In this video, I also use symbols taken from the International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA. These symbols are also what you would find in a dictionary, so that's why I decided to use them. You don't really need to memorize them or learn them off by heart, but it's just supposed to help you in case you have to look these words up later on in a dictionary. And I'm going to use these throughout other videos which talk about French pronunciation. I will also provide French and English examples throughout the video. And also throughout the video, I'd really like for you to repeat the sounds after me so that you can practice, because this will really help later when you want to master your French pronunciation. So let's get started. The first sound is B. The B makes a B sound in French, just like in English. And in English we can say bat or beard, whereas in French we can say bat or barbe. The D makes a D sound, like in the English words dangerous or command, and in the French words dangereux et commandement. The F and the PH make a F sound in both languages. English speakers will say fact, efficient, philosophy, whereas in French we'll say fait, efficace, et philosophie. G makes a G sound in French when it's followed by A, O, U, or if a consonant comes afterwards. For example, we have government and vague, and in French they have gouvernement et vague. The G after an I and an E will be discussed in another video because it makes a different sound. The C, K, and Q sounds in French all make a K sound, especially if the C comes before an A, O, or U. The QU sound always sounds like a K. Note that in French, in the QU is always a K sound, whereas in English, QU makes a Qu sound. So in English, we have calm and sac, whereas in French, they have calme, sac, et querelle. The L sounds just like English. The L sounds just like English. For instance, we have language and ball in English, and langue et bal in French. The M, if it's at the beginning of a word, or if it's a double M, makes a M sound, just like in English. So for instance, we have material, and we have the word mother. And in French, we have matière et mère. There's also the word femme, which means woman. If there is a single M at the end of a syllable, it is pronounced in a different way, which we will talk about in another video. N at the beginning of a syllable, or a double N, it acts just like the M. So if it's an N or a double N, it makes a N sound. For instance, we have the word night, or Cayenne, like nuit or Cayenne in French. In another video, we'll also talk about how to pronounce the single N when it's at the end of a syllable, because it makes a different sound. The NG, the ing, makes the sound just like in English. So this sound doesn't occur very often in French, just like it occurs a lot more often in English actually, but in French not so much. So for instance, we have parking lot and campsite. In French we have camping et parking. When you see the GN together, it makes a N sound, just like in the word onion or canyon. So in French we can say oignon et gagnon. The P, makes the same sound it does in English as it does in French. Some examples are permit and cape, and in French we say permis et cap. S makes the same sound in English, S, when it's at the beginning of a word, or if it's a double S. In English we have the words survival and race, and in French we would say survie et race. The S in between two vowels, as well as the Z sound, make a Z. So just like in the word dozen or cousin in English, or douzaine and cousin in French. The CH and the SH sounds both make the sound sh. Now this is a bit different than English, so it can be confusing. In English, the CH makes a ch sound, but in French it's always sh, like in the word bush or shingle. And in French we have champion et tache. The T sound in French makes the same sound it does in English. So we have the word translate and the word mat, while in French we say traduire et mat. French and English have the same V sound as well. There is vendor and pave in English, and in French we have vendeur et lave-vaisselle. The double L or the Y both make the Y sound. This sound is like the Y sound in you and pay in English. Some examples are fille et paille, meaning straw. The IR, IE makes a Y sound. This sound is just like the Y sound in you and pay in English, with an A sound added on afterwards. Some examples from French are marié et mariée, same pronunciation. The W isn't very common in French. Normally, W words in English become OU words in French. OU at the start of the syllable makes a W sound, just like in the English words woman and West. Some French examples are ours et ouest. The W isn't very common in French. Normally, W words in English become OU words in French. OU at the start of the syllable makes a W sound, just like in the words woman and West. Some French examples of this are oui and ouest. For our vowel sounds, the A sounds the same more or less as it does in English. Some English examples are madame and card. In French, we say madame et carte. The I, unlike in English, French has only one I sound, whereas in English we have I and I. They don't have the I sound. The I is always pronounced like I, as in peel or eel. Some French examples are illustré and fille. There are two different types of O sounds in French. We have O and we have A. O is pronounced when O comes before ZI or ME, like in rose or rhum. It is also pronounced as O when a word has the accent circonflexe, which we'll talk about in another video, like the word chômage. It also is pronounced like O if there's an EAU spelling, like chateau. For A, all other pronunciations of O are A, like in organization or tornado, specifically the first O. So we say in French, organisation and tornade. In the next few videos, I will talk about more complicated French sounds and how to pronounce them. See you in the next video.